Thank you for the opportunity to present our article online at the 5th Borobudur International Symposium, 13th of December 2023. The title of our presentation is The Relationship Between Coal Petrography and Depositional Environments from South Sumatra Basin, written by a team of lecturers and students from the Mining Department, Faculty of Earth and Energy, Trisakti University, Jakarta, Indonesia, and other institutions, namely Irfan Marwanza, Mas Agus Ahmad Azizi, Rizka Fiana Kurniawati, Wiwi Dahani, Taatri Puryono, Renaldi Palokila, and Raza Sesagumai as current presenters. The following is the contents of our presentation, which include introduction, research methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion. Okay, we will go into the introduction, where Musi Banyu Asin is an area located in the South Sumatra Basin, one of the important coal-producing sedimentary basins in Indonesia. Coal deposits in the South Sumatra Basin, especially in the Moraine Formation, include the Miocene Pliocene. Pliocene organisms ended the sedimentation in this basin, followed by andesite intrusion, which affect the rank of coal, ranging from lignite to anthracite. The qualification is strongly influenced by the change of geological condition. Both condition of peat accumulation and qualification are reflected in this petrographic characteristic of the coal. Currently, there are many coal analysis methods, especially rank determination, but petrological analysis methods are rarely used. This results in less valid analysis results, and the aim of this research is to determine the rank of coal and its deposition location using the coal petrology analysis method, where the results are proven to be valid compared to the other methods and will later be very helpful when coal mine exploration and determining appropriate coal mining and processing method happens. Accordingly, knowledge of the petrographical composition of the coal can be used as a key towards a better understanding of the evolution of the coal precursor, the paleopeat development in this area. The goal of the study is to characterize and study genesis of Musi Banyu Asin low-rank coal from the viewpoint of organic petrography in the physical profiles, and the coal forming process can be identified by petrographic study, which aims to find out the process of the peat forming and coal forming. Before we go into the petrological analysis of the coal, we need to know about mineral. So the mineral in coal are analogous to the minerals in rocks. Mineral is the smallest part of coal that can be observed with a microscope. It is altered remains and byproducts of the original plant materials from which the coal-forming peat originated. Coal petrographers separate materials into three groups, and each of which includes several mineral types. The groups are inertinite, liptinite, and vitrinite. This group were defined according to the grayness in reflected light under a microscope. So liptinites are dark gray color, vitrinites are medium to light gray color, and inertinites are white and can be very bright. This picture explains the classification of mineral based on the material from which it's formed. For example, vitrinite, which comes from roots, bark, stems, and other plant tissues. Then liptinites comes from spores and leaves, while inertinite comes from fungi and charcoal, where this occurs through two processes, namely the petrification process and the qualification process. For more detail on the distribution of the coal minerals, see the following table. After discussing about mineral, we'll enter the geological setting of research area, where coal in South Sumatra Basin was deposited in the Backup Basin. So this is the original geological setting. And this image shows the stratigraphy of the research area, and it can be seen that the research area is included in the Moraine Formation or the coal-bearing formation. The detailed explanation of the picture is as follows. And this is the further detail of the image. Okay, now we will discuss about the coal-facious environment of the coal deposition, where in this research we will refer to Diesel 1986 and 1992 regarding the use of graphs, Tissue Preservation Index or TPI, and Gelatification Index or GI. The following is the description. So this is the formula for determining coal deposition environment according to Diesel in 1986. On the left-hand side, we can see the description, and on the right-hand side, we can see the formula for it. After getting the TPR and GI value, we enter the value into the following graph, and we can easily get the depositional environment of the coal. Okay, that's the end of the introduction chapter. Now we'll go into the methodology chapter where in this section we will explain the research location and the methods that will be used. So this investigation is taking place in Mangunjaya, Musi Banyuasin Regency, South Sumatra Province. As we can see in figure 5. And this image shows the location point where the data was collected. This is the stages of the research method that we carry out, including sample preparation, channel apply sample was taken, and all of these steps that we carried out. And this is the further steps. And lastly, we do it. Okay, we think the method used is clear. Then we'll go to the result and discussion chapter. The results show that the content contained in the area, the fitronite mesurol for 82.68%, interternite mesurol for 4.18%, leptonite mesurol for 1.47%, and mineral matter for 11.6%. These are some example of photo of mesurol analysis result using this axiom microscope imager and point counter, which shows the presence of mesurol and its amount. Next, we enter it into a table and make the calculation easier. As we can see, here's the table. And based on the data above, we can determine the coal rank in the research area. Variation in coal rank can be seen from lignite to subbituminous, but most dominant is lignite. So its temporary conclusion can be drawn that the coal in that research area is of lignite rank. Then we start carrying out the depositional environmental analysis using the TPR and GR formula. We get the result that appear in the following table. It can be seen that the TPR value is low, is equal to 1. And finally, we plot the TPR and GI data, this graph, and see the coal depositional environment. And this is the result and discussion that we can draw, referring to Diesel 1986 in Swarna 2006. The result of TPR and GR calculation from the coal samples in the research area produced TPL values ranging from 0.5% to 1%. This value is assumed to be low. Based on the TPR and GR facies diagrams, coal samples in research area, it is known that the coal deposition area are in the marsh and fen areas, which are areas rich in trees and bushes. It grows near the soil surface, no higher than 5 to 6 meters, and it's found near the edge of a lake or sea. Coal of seams in the study area are classified as part lower delta plain group and topogenic peatland group depending on the type of peat swamp. Finally, coming to conclusion chapter, here's what we can conclude from this research. Based on the result of the fitronite reflecting tests on the coal samples in the research area, the coal rank in the area was lignite subbituminous. The composition of the mesurol in the research area consists of fitronite mesurol for 82.68%, interternite mesurol for 4.18%, leptonite mesurol for 1.54%, and mineral materials for 11.6%. The location of coal seam deposition in the research area based on the result of the sample plot and the TPRGI diagram according to Diesel 1986 is located in marsh and fen areas. That's all for our presentation. Sorry if there's any shortcomings. If there's anything you want to discuss to improve this research, you can contact the author. Thank you.